Okay, I'm live. Let me just get my comments up. I'm trying to get the hang of this. Okay. Okay, there we go. I can see the chat where we're good. Okay, let me turn this up. Hi Maricel, welcome back, honey. Well, it's actually good afternoon for me. And again, this really sucks. It took me forever to get this thing situated. But I'm actually at my mum's right now and I'm going to be going to a barbecue. We have a family barbecue to go to. So this is going to be another fairly quick video. So, hi. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I love that. I love that. Hi, ladies. Okay, so today's video is going to be quite quick. I'm in a little bit of a rush. It took me donkey's years to get this thing on. So, yesterday on Instagram, I asked you for, and excuse me if I have the sniffles. My allergies are really, really bad today. So, and my eyes are like itching. You suggested a topic. I think I actually may have chosen yours. 95 Tinny, is that you? I think it is. From South Africa. Yay! Yay, South Africa in the house. Okay, so is that you, girl? Right. 95 Tinny says how to handle family and friends' reactions to you dating much older and being judged in public. So, this topic is, I think that it probably resonates with every single, that's you. Yes, girl, I love the question. I thought that it would resonate with lots of people, so thank you for the question. I thought this was really good because if you're dating older, let's just say you date 20 years and up, more than you're going to experience looks at some point. It's just going to happen, okay? So, and you're also going to probably experience, so like Destiny said, family and friends reactions as well to how you're dating. So let's get into this and yeah, let's do it. So first things first, I want to do a mini story time for you. Now, this was just a couple of months ago and I was actually out dating this guy who I was seeing. And I say was because I stopped seeing him maybe, I don't know, a few weeks ago. And he is 63 years old. Okay, he's 63. So there's definitely a big age gap. And we had great conversation. He was a decent, he seemed like a decent person and he seemed kind of, nice. My lipstick combo, okay, I'll answer this question and then I'll stay on topic because it throws me off. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury No Walk of Shame. I'm also using TTYL from Morphe, a clear gloss, and the white lipstick that I made my lipstick making class. Is this what Fenty Candy Milk looks like? So, okay, so he really gets me thrown off, girls. All right. So we were dating, blah, blah, blah. We had good conversation. He seemed like a really nice person. When he spoke, it was literally poetic. it was actually really nice to actually speak to him and have those conversations. He was a really intelligent person. And one day we were out, so we just had lunch and we went through for a walk through Hyde Park. We sat down and we just had like an ice cream and we were having a chat, and then we were going to go off somewhere else. We're going to Harvey Nicks afterwards, and at this point when we were sitting down, we got so many looks, so many stares, people literally stopping and turning around, all women. And I just looked like some of them dead in the eye, because I just thought, it's people like you who want others to live the way that you live, and you're not happy unless everybody is doing what you want. And I'm not doing what you want, so you're staring and you have an issue because you live in a box, you live in your own bubble, and I don't live in your bubble and I don't want to live in your bubble, honey. So some of them I just looked dead in the eye back, and then they got on with their lives and they would keep on going. Now you have to understand something. When you are dating somebody who is literally 30 years older than you should expect to have those kinds of looks, and you should expect to have people not understanding or thinking that it is off. Now, even for me, I think that age is just it's a bit too much for me personally. Where I feel comfortable is in the 50s. That's what I like, that's what I'm into, and that's kind of where I usually stay. This was something a bit different for me. Okay, so the point is, you need to expect it. If you're dating older, you should expect that your friends and your families and strangers on the street are going to have an issue with something that they do not see all the time. That's not a normality for most people. You've got to expect it. And if you don't expect it, then you're being a little bit naive. Okay? Now, learn not to care what people think. Yeah, you have to learn to care, not to care what people think, because otherwise you'll never live your own life and you'll never do what you want to do. But the point is that if I was dating within the age range that I felt comfortable dating in, and somebody was staring me dead in the face, I would have a different internal feeling to the way I would feel if even I felt like, oh, this guy is a bit old for me. If it's within your comfort zone, then it's fine. If it's out of your comfort zone, then you just shouldn't be doing it. And that's the point I want to get across to you. Now, friends and family. Let's say you have told your friends that you're dating this guy and he is, let's just say, 20 years older than you, and your friends are giving you the side eye and being very judgmental. What do you do in that situation? Well, I would say to my friends, look, he treats me really, really lovely. He treats me really well. And it might get a little bit noisy here in a second. I have my auntie's going to be coming, and my sister's husband, and my other sister, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so just FYI. Oh, I think they're actually here. An age gap of 10 years plus, of course, depending on how well your suitor carries his age. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to do what they want. For me, dating somebody 10 years older is just not going to cut it. I need a bit more than that. Okay? Yeah, definitely need a bit more than that. So, as long as you're dating in the age range that you feel comfortable dating in, I feel like that is the moral of the story, and to make sure that you're just staying true to yourself. So when you explain that to your friends who's giving you the side eye and who are being judgmental, then it's going to maybe put another perspective in their mind and help them to understand that, look, other people date differently and maybe it's okay. My friend is being treated well by this person, and that's the main thing that matters. As long as you're happy, your friend should be happy for you. Okay? Hey, Rabs. Hi. Okay, So that's how I kind of feel. I'm seeing lots of familiar faces in here. Hey girl, yeah, I'm live. I recognize you from Instagram as well. Hey, I'm glad that you could catch this live. So that's kind of where to go. And if you are getting those stares in the street, I feel like, yes, fair enough. I was looking at some of them because when somebody's staring right at you, it can be very difficult to, ignore that burning sensation in the side of your head. But if you wanted to, you could just pretend like they are just not there. And you just carry on doing what you're doing, enjoying your life, living your life, staying true to what you are doing, which is whatever you're doing at that time. Okay, just do it with class, and that's all you can do. So, I think that. So, you also said how to handle family's reactions. So, let's say, for instance, you have told Mama Bear that you are dating this guy who is the same age as her, and she is flying off the handles. She is not happy about it. Her baby dating somebody her age. She's naturally going to feel like he's manipulating you. Maybe she's told you these things, or your older sisters, or whoever. They may be thinking that way. And if you feel like the man who you're dating has your best interest at, I'm not going to say he has your best interest at heart, but if you feel like he really likes you and he's treating you well, then he really likes you and he's treating you well. And that's what you will explain to your family who are not being understanding. Okay? So the point is that if anybody's having judgment towards your relationships because of the age gap, if anybody is staring, then it's about you having to put on this tough skin and just explain to family and friends, this person is treating me really well, I'm happy. And if it's a stranger on the street, then just ignore them and be comfortable in the decision that you're doing. So it's all about you owning what you're doing. It's all about you owning it, owning who you're dating, owning, what you're choosing to do dating decision wise. You've got to own it. And if you really stand by that decision, if you feel like this is the right person for me to date right now, I'm doing what I want to do right now, I'm happy in this decision, then it shouldn't matter what your family and friends are saying. Okay? So it just comes down to you being true to yourself. It's about your self-worth and not getting distracted or insecure of what other people think about your life. They live a life that you don't want to live. That's actually a mood. No, but seriously, Rosa. No, that is true. And you've got to think, you're living a life that they don't want to live as well. And that's totally fine. Imagine if we literally all just lived the exact same lives. It would be so boring and people would be unhappy. People would actually be mad that they have nothing to be upset about. So at the end of the day, yes, your family and friends are complaining, but they need something to complain about to be, to get them through the day sometimes. So just let it be your relationship, and as long as you are happy, that's all that matters. That's all that counts. Bought the Ardell Wispies. I'm in love. Thanks to you, Sarah. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I literally love those lashes. They're actually my favourite lashes. So, yeah, I'm pleased that you like them. In my late 20s, my provider. Wait, what? My provider and caring boyfriend. Sorry, I'm illiterate today. My provider and caring boyfriend is 25 years older. I explained to my friends I'm happy and I live my own rules. I don't look at strangers. I just live in my own world. Yeah, that's a mood. So as long as like other people walking on the street would just live their own lives and be in their own bubble as well, their own world, then we wouldn't have the stairs. But not everybody is as confident as you, Nicole, and I think that's great that you're living like that. Obviously, I definitely do. But some people just don't have the guts to do what you're doing, even if they want to. So they would rather be over there going to work, saying to their man, "Oh, baby, I'm not materialistic, I'm not high maintenance." Like I've said before, I've actually heard people say that. They think that that's what guys want to hear, but only some men want to hear that. Okay, some men actually want their woman to be high maintenance because they're a high maintenance man themselves. They like nice things in life and they don't want somebody who doesn't like those things and who wants to. I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but some women think that it's the right thing to do to be with somebody that's age appropriate, working their butts off night and day. And we all know that men who are your age, so who are younger, are really out here. We all know that. So you're doing the most for the least. And I just, like, that's not for me. So the same way that they can be judgmental or not understand what we're doing over here, we don't understand what they're doing. I actually don't understand it. So I do also feel like there is a person for everybody, and I think that it's good that we do have these different types of relationships in the world because it's just eye-opening and very interesting. And like I said, life would be boring if we all did the exact same thing. Okay, some people are always looking for a reason to be offended. Exactly. So you are dating the person who you want to date. Maybe you actually want to start dating a bit older, and you've brought this to your friend's attention and you've just got negative comment after negative comment. What do you do from there? Where do you go from there? Do you listen to what your friends say? Do you take their advice, or do you do what you want to do if they're being judgmental in that way? Well, I say that you put on your big girl knickers and you do what you want to do. Now, things have to be age dependent. If you are 18, then maybe your friends might have a valid point. Maybe your family might have a valid point, because you just, there's so much I'm really not trying to. I hate it when people say, "Oh, you're young and dumb." I'm not saying that. I'm not coming from that standpoint at all. I'm just saying the sense that sometimes, let's say you are 18 years old, around that age, before maybe 23, let's just say, you're going to be in a different place hormonally as well, because you've got so many things going on and, you know, so many changes, and you can get swept up in things maybe a bit easier than other people. Okay? So that's the point I'm trying to make. Hello. So that's the point I'm trying to make. Just that can happen. That is the thing. Okay. All right. So who is in here? Yeah, I'm seeing lots of familiar faces. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming over. I really do. It's actually 2 o'clock now and we're leaving soon to go to this family Barbie, which I'm really looking forward to, having some nice food, some quality family time, and yeah, in the sun. It's like sunny, cloudy today. So I'm looking forward to my afternoon. Okay, and also, let's say that you have, let's say that you've actually had so far a really, really good experience. So your friends and your family, I'm going to come off of here in a couple of minutes. I just have something else I want to say. Let's say you've had a good experience so far. your friends, your family members, they've all taken the news so well, and they're happy with your dating choices. They're happy with the men who you're dating. They love that you're happy and that you're being treated well and that you have the things that you want from your relationships. Thank you, Maricel. They're happy about that. And then you have your first encounter with a stranger outside who is being judgmental to you. That might come as a bigger shock than if you've got the judgment from the get-go from friends and your family as well. So if that happens to you for the first time, it's happened to all of us for the first time once, that's how it starts, it has to happen first one time, right? Then it's just about remembering that you're doing what you want, you're living the life you want, you're being true to yourself, you're happy, so who cares if somebody's staring at me? Who cares? Maybe they actually are staring. Like, there could be different ways that they're staring as well. So it could be, oh, do you think that's her sugar daddy? They could be wondering that. Maybe they're interested in that. Maybe they want to try that out. Maybe they're just thinking, wow, she's really courageous. Maybe they think that that you look amazing. Maybe they think that you're out of that men's league. Maybe, there could be so many things going through somebody's mind. They could think that it's your dad, there could be so many different things going through somebody's mind. We will never know, and there's just no point of trying to figure it all out, because at the end of the day, whatever that person is thinking doesn't even matter. Now, I told you this was actually years ago on my channel, kind of when I first started my channel, and I met this guy off of Tinder. He literally said he was 50 something and he was 60 something, and I mean like 67. So when we met up for the first time, even I was shocked. This man, he was so frail, you could just blow on him and he would fall over. If the wind blew, it would be over for him. So I was literally his crutch. It was crazy, and I had never at that point dated somebody like that, somebody that much older. I wasn't, that wasn't the age range that I was anticipating on meeting that day either. So even I was like, had to give him the side eye. So at the end of the day, when other people that day were staring, and they were staring hard, I just had to understand that I know why they're staring. And I just put my back a bit straighter and had my head up in the air a bit higher and laughed even harder at his jokes, because life is what you make of it at the end of the day. It really, really is. I didn't feel comfortable with that situation, but I had a really fun evening actually. He had, good stories to tell, we had a laugh, and it's a story to tell right now as well. So something kind of memorable for me. It was funny, and those people who were staring can't remember who I am now. I could not point them out in a lineup, therefore who cares? You feel uncomfortable for a split second, or for the time that you're out, and then it passes. Hey! So at the end of the day, the point is that we've all had that awkward experience, all of us. Sometimes it's not even because of the age gap. Sometimes it's just because the guys are completely bonkers. I've had okay, save that one for another video. But I've definitely had some crazy dates with some crazy people. Okay, let's just say that. No, but it's not always about the age gap that will make people stare. It's not always about the age gap. I agree. They forget you and you forget them. Yeah, precisely. And they keep on living their life and you keep on living yours. So it's all good at the end of the day, But no, I think that it's about just realizing that you have to own what you're doing. If you're doing something in life, whatever it is, you just have to own it. own it, own your stuff, own who you are, own what you're wearing, own your femininity, own your sex appeal, own it, own everything that you do in life. Just own it, honey, and then you'll be fine. If anybody's looking at you sideways, then you can just know that you're living your life and you're kind of like owning it. So who cares? You want to date someone older, like, people have done it before you, and people are doing it now and will do it after you. So someone needs to do it. Someone needs to get that wallet. I don't know. Someone needs to date him. You know, why should he not date? Doesn't he deserve to be happy too? Don't you deserve to be happy? Yes, you do. So it doesn't matter who you do it with, as long as you're happy and it works for you. So I just want to get that into your head and instill that into you. In terms of actually talking to family members, depending upon how your family members are, if they're very confrontational, if they are maybe going to really, really get angry, then you just have to know how to speak to people. I think that the best way to speak to family members if they're being judgmental or concerned about with who you're dating is just to speak to them on a level, calm, and just say, I'm happy. If I wasn't, if anything happened, I would definitely let you know straight away. Excuse me. This hay fever is just it's affecting me. Alright. What are some questions to ask to find out if they're generous? Well, as soon as you ask for help for something, then you'll know if he's generous or not. You know what? I've played games before, and you just say that something's happened. Oh, I lost my job, I'm looking for another one. So usually when I meet people, I might not be working and I'm looking for something. And you get, and like you kind of find out kind of early on as well. If he's like, okay, well, good luck with your job search, then, you know, or if he's kind of saying, well, if you need any help at any point, then, you know, just let me know, I'm here or something. So you can kind of get an inkling from early on as well. Also, maybe the places that you're going to can be a sign of generosity. If you're going to, you know, somewhere that's only, let's just say, Wagamama for lunch or for dinner, as opposed to Hakkasan or Sexy Fish or something, there's a considerable difference in price. So you just got to look at the places that you're also going to as well to know if this man doesn't mind spending a bit of his dosh. Yeah. Some women are not used to being treated like actual women in their feminine energy. It can be confusing seeing a woman like Ziva. That's why this channel is so important. Yeah, I agree with that, Rosa. I think that nowadays they're just, if you go outside, if you actually go outside, you will probably see, let's say, 80% of women will be wearing trainers, I'm telling you. Maybe trousers, they might be really high up at work, and it just changes your mentality. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing to be high up at work or anything, I'm not saying that, but I just think that you develop a kind of a certain skin that you have to have and wear to work in those environments, and especially if you're higher up, that you don't have to have if you don't have to work. And it just makes you have to be that much tougher, I would say. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it is sad about the girliness not really being out there that much. It is kind of sad, but at the same time, I wasn't fully in my girliness before. Like, always internally, but not always on the exterior. And there can be so many different reasons why women aren't maybe in their feminine energy, as you say. So, there can be lots of different reasons. And also, these days, it's never pumped out to us. Um, we're actually told more to, you know, embrace our masculine side, and that we can do what men can do and we don't need them. And we're kind of taught that. That's kind of embedded in us, I would say. And it's just about trying to realize that no, we do need men in the sense that they bring something different to us, that there's a different dynamic that comes into play when you're around this masculine man, and it's a nice dynamic. It's nice to be in your feminine energy, as you say, Rosa, and to experience what dating can be like with an actual masculine man. It's actually a very nice thing. And not just any Tom, Dick, and Harry masculine, but a masculine that really knows how to treat a woman. And he's going to want to treat that woman well if he thinks, wow, she's really girly, she brings out the manliest and manliest side that I have. Wow, I want to, keep her around, I want to keep her happy, I want to do X, Y, and Z. And make her feel, really special because it makes me feel good. That is what ends up happening. So you have to understand that. And when you don't bother to get into that femininity and you don't end up being able to date those men who are very masculine, then, or who don't need you for, what you can bring to their lives as well, they're just dating you for convenience. When you are dating somebody who is genuinely dating you because you bring out the best in them, and because they see you, they really love your look, they love how girly you are, they want to spoil you, they want to treat you well, they want to do X, Y, and Z to keep you around. If more women had that experience, then they would stop this hardcore masculine exterior that some women have developed. And it's not, anyone's fault, because, like I say, it is kind of pushed out to everyone to do. Hi, Portugal. Masculine men bring out more of your feminine side. It takes two to tango. You have to do your bit too. Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Nicole. Totally agree with that. Like, but just look around you. When you go into shops, how many things do you see? Like, you've got loads and loads of trousers. There are probably more trouser options and things that are not waist cinching or have anything to do with any type of feminine form, any type of feminine figure. There are lots of those clothes out there in shops. So at the end of the day, that is pushed out to us a lot. Even if you are going out and you're wearing this pink trouser and blazer set, you're not going to have the same experience as if it's a skirt set. And people can think, because we're pushed out with all these trousers and stuff, people can think that they're going to have a good, that they're dressing really girly because it's a pink colour, but men don't see things that way all the time. So when you're standing next to somebody and she's wearing this really, really lovely pencil skirt and you're wearing your pink wide leg blazer suit, you're not going to have the same attention than you would if you were wearing a skirt. Hey girl, in a camp. I get treated sweetly when wearing a dress. Yeah, me too, Tina. Like, when I'm dressing really, really girly, that is when I have the best treatment. The best treatment. That is when I can go out and have a really pleasant day. And we all know that stereotypes and all of those things can come into play. We all stereotype every person. And I have to say, my life experience today and my life experience before, just because of changing the way that I dress, has changed my life. That's what I would say. The way I dress, the way I speak, the way I carry myself. But I've always kind of carried myself quite well anyway, because you know I come from like a dancing background, so I feel like that helped me to develop that posture and those things anyway. But in terms of just being more girly and with the things that I'm wearing, feeling more womanly. I always used to feel so childlike, especially because of my height. And now I don't. I have a completely different experience. I'm the same height as I was when I was about 12. No, I think I stopped growing at 12. I'm the same height. I actually weighed myself yesterday and I'm like 8 pounds more than I weighed when I was about 16. So I'm relatively the same, but obviously my face has matured. I'm doing my hair differently. I'm doing my feminine voice control. I'm, like, I carry myself in a confident way, and my life is different. But I'm the same person, but I'm treated differently by other people. All right. You only own 2 pairs of trousers. Yeah, I think I do too. No, I own three. I own three. One of them, now when I say trousers, like, you've got to understand, if you're wearing a pair of leather trousers, that's the same as wearing a skirt. Not leather leggings that look, not like the cheap ones, but like a good quality pair of leather trousers. That can be really sexy as well. So you can still get the same kind of attention wearing something like that when you're wearing a skirt. It's going to be more of a sexy energy than a feminine one, though, I'd say. Dominatrix vibes. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to wrap this up now anyway, because I think that we're going to be leaving soon. So yes, I'm going to love you and leave you guys here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next week I will do a live stream, and I'll make sure I don't have somewhere to run to, or so we can kind of chat for a bit longer. But thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much, Destiny, for this video suggestion for this topic. It's a very good one, and it's a good one for other women to hear, because this is what it's about. It's about women helping other women, and it's about us encouraging each other, giving advice where we can. And this was a topic I felt like I could talk on. I feel like I've dealt with this, and I just wanted to give my my advice on that. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you guys for coming in and for spending your Saturday afternoon with me. Okay, ladies, in yesterday's video, it took me about 5 minutes to come off of this thing, so I think I figured it out now, so it should be quicker for me to end the stream this time. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.